I also want to know about I want to know about a few things. I want to know about starting Swisha House, and then discovering or kind of putting artists on track like Chamillionaire and Mike Jones and Slim Thug, Houston legends now. I want to talk about that, and then also I want to talk about the CD, The Day Hell Broke Loose, and what you feel that means to you and Mike Watts, what it means to the city, and what you feel it means.
All right, so we're gonna jump in there first at the beginning. So at the beginning,
let's start with starting Swisha House.
Starting Swisha House was we started Swisha House really because of we didn't want to see what happened with the screwed up clique happen to the bunch of guys that we now have, rapping on these mixtapes. Now, we didn't want other record labels to come in. Swisha House had became a brand. It wasn't a record label yet. It was a brand, and it was a group, that we was pushing, that we was doing. So it hadn't become a label yet.
Okay.
So when we went to start the label, the reason made us to do that and just to go down and keep these guys and put them under contract was because we started seeing the SUC get picked apart. We saw Kiki, Jam Down gonna get Kiki. We seen Rickshaw come get Big Mo, and this.
Yeah, Electra had Toe Down and stuff.
ESG, and what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly, they was all getting picked apart. Exactly. Yeah. So we was just like, man, let's make. Me and Watts was like, man, we need to do an album, and so we, cause remember y'all, it wasn't no screwed up album yet.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was a DEA album.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm saying? Remember those? It wasn't a screwed up album yet at that time. So it was a DJ Screw album, but it wasn't a screwed up click album because everybody was now in cahoots over there. One person might be in the jail. This person was that. So we just had files. So we had to get everybody under contract for them to do that album. The Day Hell Broke Loose. So that's what brought on The Day Hell Broke Loose. Now the title The Day Hell Broke Loose is what made Day Hell Broke Loose was what we decided why it was called Day Hell Broke Loose is because everybody was already tripping, man. These guys coming up off of everybody else's beats and we rapping off of everybody else's beats and see, we made that shit popular. You know what I'm saying? Rapping off everybody's beats.
I feel like it did start in Houston. I feel like that started really in Houston.
Getting paid for it though.
Yeah.
Getting paid for it and actually doing shows. Yeah. That shit started in Houston.
Making them hits. Like a lot of people, they'll do it.
Right.
And then it'll come out. You'll listen to it a couple times.
Yes, sir.
But you'll listen to the original. But in Houston, we were all jamming the Houston versions, and then outside of the South,
that's
people
right.
were
We jamming the freestyle versions of it.
Exactly, yeah.
So exactly right. So with that being said, that damn, I could have went so far right with that conversation. It threw me what my original.
My bad. My bad. I do that sometimes.
I get
excited when we talk about that old school H-Town stuff.
Me too.
Because I grew up on that, and I remember just listening to Chamillionaire, and I mean the Swisha House sticker's right there on the back of the computer, right there.
Well, I saw it. I saw it.
That's all I used to jam was Swisha House. That was because I'm 28, so that was my time. Yeah. I was a little bit after Kiki and Scarface and them guys. That I went back later and learned my history. Yeah, but
everybody was mad, man. That's the reason why everybody was mad. Now you remember we made the song called Northside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was basically off of the Southside beat. So, people was just mad that we was showing up, and we ain't had no original music.
Yeah.
So, the reason why we call it The Day Hell Broke Loose, if y'all tripping, boy, this is all hell finna break loose.
Put it in their face.
When we put this original album out, it's going to be The Day Hell Broke Loose.
Yeah.
That's where that title came from. The Day Hell Broke Loose. All hell about to break loose around this motherfucker right now. And this is the day that it's finna break loose. This is when we drop this shit right here, because y'all ain't used to seeing nothing. Y'all ain't think we could do it. Yeah. That's what that Day Hell Broke Loose came from. Like, yo, we finna, all hell's about to break loose. Y'all think we doing something now? Oh, shit.
That's cool. Did you, when y'all were making it, right, when y'all were finished or even in the middle, was it kind of like you could see like, all right, I know this album's gonna do what it did? Because I mean, if people don't know, that album sold over 100,000 units, I believe, is what I read. Over 100,000.
So in the first week?
No, I mean, just I guess to date is 100,000, right?
No. Today, shit, today, the numbers, if you get by the numbers, computer screen numbers, yeah, it's million. Yeah,
I'm so sorry. Damn.
Scan. Now, if you want to say myself. How many that we didn't sold on them screens,
damn,
man, shit, you don't need them boys knocking
my
it out.
Bad. Let's
IRS be like, hold up, players. We gotta go back to.
IRS don't play. No, okay.
Ain't no statute of limitations on that shit.
My bad. All right, all right.
So that from '92.
So that album went platinum. So I asked you, did you see that from the beginning, or were you shocked at what it did?
Well, we knew that the album was going to sell, and we knew that it was selling. So that was kind of what happened. What the problem was, that's what kind of, it's like we're going into the stores and everybody saying they ain't got no more, and so now the questions is starting to be raised to me and Watts, because I'm the president, Watts is the the owner. So now the questions are starting to raise to be me and Watts. Questions had to be shift from me because everybody knew that I wasn't getting so when everybody figured out that I wasn't getting a check either, then that's when things kind of had switched to Watts in, and at the time Watts didn't even know because how they was giving it to him.
Okay.
How the distribution people was giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? So
did y'all do it to that through the Texas distribution company that everybody else was going
South
through?
by South. So I mean, Southwest Wholesale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So at the time, and it was just like I said, it was our learning experience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I can't
everyone's learning experience.
Yeah, if this would have been an interview 15 years ago, we would have been, talking about shit we ain't know about. But now we know the more details, and we know, that listen, man, we was just young. We didn't know business.
Yeah.
Now I know some people probably watching these interviews and saying, oh man, they keep saying they ain't no business, man. Fuck that, man. Motherfucker didn't pay you. Motherfucker didn't pay you. You know what I'm saying? But shit, at the same time, if motherfucker don't know how to pay you and what is your cut from that, and motherfucker think he doing the right thing by keeping all these motherfucker bills going and keeping this shit going and doing that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And doing this here other thing, then it's a different story. So
for sure.
Shit, you don't really know. If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you
and
gonna
we
do
didn't know business, man. We
Yeah.
just didn't know business. Yeah, we might have thought we was looking out for each other, but at the end of the day, if
things are not right, things
not right. So it was a learning experience. Nobody is holding that against each other at this day and present time right now. We all learned about that. We all have probably said some things that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, I wrote a whole goddamn thing in my whole album about fuck everybody. Shit. Nah, motherfuckers.
But so tell me about Chamillionaire and Mike Jones and Slim Thug, and were you also instrumental in finding Paul Wall as well?
Well, we found them all from the All Star.
Okay.
That's what. Okay. Because we used to let them freestyle. We used to open up the mic and let people freestyle for the last 30, 15, 20 minutes of the party.
Okay.
And that's where we got all of them guys from, except Archie Lee and Lester Roy, because they were the first ones. They was the first Swisha House members. They was actually that's where the name came from. It's Archie Lee saying it in the rap.
Oh, okay.
So Swisha Sweets had just been. This was just the beginning of the era of blunts, rolling blunts.
Yeah.
This was the beginning of blunt rolling era.
Yeah.
So, we were smoking Swisha Sweets, Perfectos.
That's what I figured out. That's what I figured. I figured it was
Archie
like you
Lee
did that.
said we in the Swisha house. We in Michael Watts' house. We smoking Swisha Sweets in Michael Watts' house. Might as well call it Swisha House.
Oh, okay. I missed that, but that's the thing, because I knew when I heard it, I knew it had to be. It had to be either the Swishers for weed or it had to be like a trap house thing.
It was strictly for weed. We was talking about weed, true enough, but after me sitting and trying to ponder, man, I always looked at the bigger pictures. How can we get these motherfucking, here we go again with this word. These motherfucking white folks ain't finna let this shit be in their motherfucking household. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. I ain't finna let us motherfuckers up in there be talking about dope and shit. All they kids ain't finna be letting their kids jam this shit. So we got to put this shit in a way to where they can really be able to. It means something, and we can get by. So we took the ER. If you know, we took the ER off of Swisher.
Yeah.
And made it Swisha.
Yeah.
And we dropped it because our first logo used to be motherfucking the Swisha logo. The Swisha logo. It's a statute of limitations on that Swisher suite. Fuck
that's
y'all.
That's like
bitch, y'all statues is up.
That's like Rockefeller and Rockefeller. They kind of did the same, very similar thing.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So but cool. Shit, Rockefeller wasn't Rockefeller at first. With the Jay-Z didn't come out and say, "Nigga, this Rockefeller got that logo. Just changed it a little bit. Put some weed plants on side that hoe." Appreciate y'all, Swisha.
Every time I talk about weed, I hear my mama when I was a kid. Like, I mean, what I do now is my business. But like as a kid, man, she'd be like, "You don't do the weed, okay? It's going to mess up your brains. It's going to fuck up your brains, and you're going to not know anything." You got the accent. Like, I was like, "What?" Got it on point. You know what I mean? So, you got it on point. So let me ask you something.
He hit that brain right.
Hate it, but I fuck her like a lover. I was fighting, but we kiss under the cover. And baby, I don't ever play around with you. Soon as we get together, you know what's going down. She say she love when I'm up in it. Them other niggas ain't with it. She like, what's your favorite position? I'm like, baby, every position. And I love when you wash the dishes. Not because you washing the dishes. It's because I'm a little short you be wearing when you walking around in the kitchen, yeah.